John 6:15 reads as follows. Jesus, knowing that they intended to come and make him king by force, withdrew again to a mountain by himself. I am wondering, when did that Bible passage skip over the Christian believers that have made Jesus king by force? Do you really think that the man who basically ran away from the crowds, the religious crowds that tried to seize him, changed his mind after he died and wanted to become the king of the world? Do you really think that the real Jesus, not the one that the Romans fabricated after the image and likeness of Caesar, after the image and likeness of a king, and then sold as that version of Jesus that has been followed by Christianity ever since? Do you ever think and wonder about that? That perhaps you have been misled into the worship of Jesus as a king? What happened? What happened to that Jesus? You know, in every age, there are enlightened ones, Christed ones, those who emerge from society, that have a channel open to consciousness. They don't read books, they don't study books to become learned on the opinions of men and the writings of men. The Christest ones, the enlightened ones, they have a portal open to heaven. They have a portal open to consciousness. They live from consciousness, a direct connection to God, as we would call it in religious terms. And they speak from God. They speak from consciousness, not like the religious leaders that study scrolls of sacred texts. Those writings are penned by scribes that heard the message of the Christed one, that heard the message of the one that spoke from consciousness, like Jesus did, and they wrote down in scrolls what they heard with their own interpretation. And then it became religious knowledge, which is not the same as that which was spoken by the source. And I understand now the role of these conscious ones is to inject new understanding, new awareness, to move humanity forward, to try to move humanity forward in expanding their thinking, in expanding their believing. And I understand also why in every age the conscious ones or the Christed ones were killed, because it is very difficult to change the minds and the perceptions of ingrained knowledge. Even now it's very difficult, but we might succeed in this age because now there are many enlightened ones. There are many who speak from their conscious connection to source, the direct connection to God. They don't study books. They speak directly from God, just as Jesus did. And in that way, I clearly know now that Jesus was not the Son of God in the religious sense that Christianity has propped him up to be. He was one of the many forerunners, one of the many conscious ones that came before us, right? And so now we're doing the same work, and we are rejected in the same manner by the religion of the day, as Jesus was rejected by the religion of his day. We are often rejected today by the religion of our day, which is Christianity. It repeats, the pattern repeats. And the people do not recognize the Christed one when he or she is in their midst. They would rather crucify that one and make him an iconic king, an idol, so that the message, the consciousness, will be completely forgotten. So we are in good company with Jesus. We are exactly the same as Jesus was in his days. We are here speaking from consciousness, not from theology or sacred texts. We speak directly from consciousness to expand the consciousness of humanity, to progress the human evolution of soul. That's what's happening. No one was ever meant to become king of the world, to be worshipped. That is a Roman concept that was snuck into the text, into the Bible, and that became the state religion. And Christianity is a deception, and we're ready to leave that behind.